I just wanted to jump in really quick before the start of this video to say that I just announced my tester call for my Totoro pattern on Instagram. So if you were interested in applying, please go over there. I did try to do it on a YouTube post, but the post totally flopped because I assume nobody who actually wanted to test it saw it. So I just put it on Instagram so it's easier for everybody involved. But yeah, if you're interested and you want to make these little cuties, by the time this video comes out, it's already out. So if you are interested, you can go over there and find that. Now, back to the video. I'm in the car. Sorry for the bad lighting. I just got to the venue for my market. It's gonna be my first market of 2025, so I'm excited. I didn't get any sleep. I think I got like 4.5 hours, so I'm really tired. I couldn't even put contacts in this morning, but it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna try to keep crocheting all throughout the market. Usually I don't like to crochet at markets just because it gets so busy and I get like overstimulated, but I think I really do need to just crochet while I'm sitting there, especially if it's not busy, just so I can get, you know, some more work done while just sitting there. But yeah, just wanted to give a quick update. I'm gonna go pack all my stuff in my wagon and then start to set up. The music just stopped for 1 second, so I'm able to update you guys. The market's going okay. There's a ton of people, but a lot of them are lifters, so hopefully it goes better. There's a couple hours left, so I'm not worried. There's a ton of people. It's like packed in here. Hello, it's the end of day one at my market. I am going back tomorrow, but I'm happy to say that day one ended pretty okay. It wasn't amazing because I feel like, as I said in the midday recap, there were a lot of lookers and not a lot of buyers, but in the end, I did make back all of my expenses, I think. I'll have to double check, but I do think I made back all my expenses. So everything from then on is profit, which, you know, always makes me happy, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. I think I ended up selling like 50-ish% of my inventory. So it does look a little barren. I'm hoping to make some plushies today. It's actually 7:30 right now. So I think I have a good amount of time to make some plushies. I think I'm gonna sleep early today though, because I just really didn't get enough sleep yesterday. I feel like my social battery is pretty much drained, so I kind of just want to like sit alone and watch shows. Oh, new location unlocked. Hello from my dining room. I have so much food in front of me because I bought food, and then I have lovely friends, and then actually, should I just show you guys what I have? So I showed a clip already, but it's the same noodles. I didn't finish it. So these are like the scallion noodles with egg and shrimp. And then my lovely friend showed up and got me kimbap. This one is the pierogi one, I think. And then my other friend came and got me hey tea. Clearly I am almost done, but thank you to both of my friends. They're so sweet. Ooh. They're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, and last thing, Chip City has a location at the mall, and they're so sweet. Like, they were handing out cookies to all of the vendors, which is amazing. When they handed it out too, it was still warm, so they had just heated it up. Obviously, I'm home now, so it's no longer warm, but I will definitely heat it up before I eat it. But clearly, I have a lot of food to get through, so I'm going to be really well fed tonight, and then I'm going to start crocheting. I think I want to get like 10 to 15 plushies done. I think that is doable considering I got a little bit done at the market today, but we shall see. and I'm really tired. But I do want to have some more plushies on my booth. It looks a little barren right now, so I just want something to make it feel more full again. But we'll see. Time to eat. Today we got to start a little later because we don't have to set up everything. We just left our displays there. So it'll be an easy setup, but I'm really tired. And my sister's gonna be late, so I'll be setting up the plushies and everything by myself. I didn't show any of the like finished plushies that I did yesterday because I didn't finish any of them. I just crocheted everything and then left the tails, so none of them are fastened off. I'm gonna do that at the venue, so you guys can see that when it happens. POV, you're in the back of my booth, and these are all the plushies that I need to finish up. So I finished these booty turtles just now, but all of these ones need to be closed and need blush on them. The same with this. This one just needs to blush and it'll be ready. And you can see there's like yarn everywhere. Let's get to it. Let's get into the recap of this market. It was a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. It's a local market, so I didn't have that many costs. My only expenses were the booth fee, some food, parking, gas, and then square fees, of course. So luckily expenses weren't too bad, but I thought the booth fee was a little high for the amount that I actually ended up making. So it was $150 per day, so total my booth fee was $300, which is expensive for a non-convention since it was just a regular market. I will say $150 a day sounds normal in like New York City, so keep that in mind. I do still think $150 a day is steep for a non-convention or a non like well-known, you get a lot of traffic kind of market. Saturday was really busy. There's just a lot going on in the neighborhood that weekend because they were having like a parade in the morning. We were having our event downstairs at the mall. They were having a different event, so there was tons of people, and I did get a good amount of like people talking to me, looking at my products and stuff like that. But like I said in the midday recap, there was a lot of lookers. They really weren't like, they would, you know, come up, say it's cute or like how soft it is, and then leave. So I had a lot of people like talk to me for like 5 minutes, but then end up not purchasing anything, which is like, you know, their prerogative. Like, I don't expect anybody to buy from me, but it did really kill my social battery, like having to chat with so many people just to like, you know, throughout the whole day. It was kind of tiring. That's not to say I didn't make sales. I broke even and made profit the first day. So I was really like, that's really like all I really wanted was to break even, especially for my first market of the year. Like I wanted it to set the tone for the rest of the year, and it did. Like I did make money, and I'm really grateful for that. The second day I went back, it was fine. It was definitely a lot slower, you know, way less people just in the mall. And I do think the mall like benefited from I think the event benefited from being in this mall. It's a pretty popular mall that people go to. And so most of the traffic that we got, like when I asked them like, oh, like how did you find us? They were just like, oh, like I was in the mall and I just like stumbled upon it. So I think we really benefited from that like natural traffic. So I don't know what percentage were like people who came specifically for the market versus people who were just in the mall. But Sunday was a lot less busy. It felt a lot slower. Like the day felt like time was passing by slower. I still made like a decent chunk of sales, but it was, sorry, I'm just like looking at my spreadsheet. So Sunday there was a lot less foot traffic and less transactions overall for me, but the items that people were buying were slightly higher ticket items. They weren't like the big items that I have on my table, but I had a couple like Totoro sales, which I was selling for like $32, so I managed to sell a couple that day. Things like that. So like there were less transactions overall, which I think is why I felt more like it felt more slow to me. But in terms of like how much money I made, it was close to what I made on Saturday. So overall, Saturday I made more money with more transactions, but people were buying small items. Like they were mostly like grabbing items from my like $10, $15 bins and not going toward like the higher ticket items. Whereas Sunday I had less of those. I had more of the people buying like slightly higher ticket items. So that's kind of how the event went. Not horrible at all for my first event. It was also really last minute. They sent out vendor calls 2 weeks before the event, and we found out if we got in a week before the event. So I didn't have too much extra time to prep, so whatever I had is what I brought. Luckily, I have been trying to bulk up my inventory the past, like since the new year started, because I know that like during the springtime, summertime, when conventions are kind of like amping up, I can't destroy my hands like that. Like I know I'm gonna be crocheting like 24/7 regardless, but it would be nice to have some sort of like backstock ready, at least a little bit. Last year was really unsustainable for me because I would go to a convention, sell out, and then have to rebuild my inventory from zero all over again, sell out again and again. And like I made it work, and I was able to replenish stock, but I never got my inventory levels to the amount that I want to get it to. My ideal inventory level number would be like 15K in revenue. I mean, yeah, 15K worth in inventory, and I have not gotten to even 5K last year, like ever. I would make up to like 4 or 5K, sell it all, repeat. So I want to change that. So I've been prepping a lot, and I sold a good amount, so it did like deplete my stock, especially the smaller items. So I've been working on that. I'll include the pie chart here or here, wherever it fits better. I stopped doing that for like a couple of my videos, and I don't know why. I think it's helpful to see like the pie chart. I like seeing it to see like in comparison to your expenses, how much you made, especially like determining, well, this was a local market, but like for bigger conventions, like whether or not it's actually like sustainable to go there as a handmade artist. But yeah, I'll include that here for you guys to, for your viewing pleasure as I chat. I'm excited for my upcoming markets and events. I have to make an event schedule post again on Instagram so people know where to find me. But my next event is a really small market in March. So I'm just gearing up for that. And then after March, that's when like I'm like doing a ton of events. A ton of like bigger events, not a lot of like smaller 1-day, 2-day markets. It's like conventions that I'm going to. I really have to prep for those. April I have 2 conventions. May I'm going to 2 smaller markets again, but then I'm also going to another convention. June I have a convention. I think September, October is kind of slow for me actually. Maybe I'll go on vacation. I haven't decided yet where I'm going, if I'm going anywhere, but I think that would be a good time since my schedule is looking a little empty for September, October. And then November I have one more convention, I believe, or maybe it's October, I can't remember. I am waiting for like a couple more to trickle in, and that's why I've been pushing it off a little bit, but I will get that out and you guys can hear about a lot of like the markets and conventions I end up doing for the year. That was the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you did like it, please subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell to get updates when I post next, and I hope to see you guys very soon for my next video.